Good evening and welcome. We'll call this meeting to order. We do have a quorum, and so let's begin with the Pledge of Allegiance. Please rise. I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all. Thank you. All right, we need to begin with an amendment to the meeting agenda because we have just a bit of business that needs to take place. So the agenda is as stated with the spotlight on students recognition, but we also need a motion to amend tonight's agenda to add an action item regarding the 2017-2018 academic calendar change.
So moved.
We have a motion and a second. All those in favor signify by saying aye.
Aye.
Any opposed, same sign. The motion passes. With the agenda being amended, can I now have a motion to approve the amended agenda?
So moved.
We have a motion. Do we have a second? We have a motion and a second. All those in favor signify by saying aye.
Aye.
Any opposed, same sign. Thank you. The agenda is approved. All right, tonight we have the special occasion to recognize a bunch of deserving students, and I'm going to turn it over to Ms. Crystal Reardon, Director of Counseling and Student Services, who will be presenting Spotlight on Students. Just so you know, our chair, Ms. Monica Johnson-Hostler, is traveling, and so she's not able to be with us tonight. So I, as your vice chair, will be chairing the meeting, and Dr. Del Burns is also not able to be here at tonight's meeting, and so Deputy Superintendent Kathy Moore will be standing in to recognize the students. So with that, Ms. Reardon.
Thank you. Good evening. Vice Chair Martin, members of the school board, and Deputy Moore. I am pleased this evening to present to you the shining examples of our Pierce Spotlight on Student Awards. Just a couple of items of business. I'll be calling each student forward and reading some amazing things that their school family has shared about them. So if you'll hold your applause until after I've had a chance to read all of the wonderful things, then they'll be presented with a plaque and a letter, and then I'll ask you to stand if you're members of their family or their school family and offer your applause at that time. I'd also like to introduce Ms. Angela Mills. Ms. Mills is our interpreter for the evening, and there may be a time when I call her forward to assist with the reading of the information about the students, and I'll let you know if I'm going to be calling her forward. So with that, let me invite Tilda Guterop, 5th grade, class of 2025, Abbots Creek Elementary. Tilda is a 5th grade student from Denmark who is a remarkable student, friend, and passionate learner. She is incredibly creative, a voracious reader and writer, and is a leader in her classroom. Tilda was born with a hearing impairment, but does not let her physical impairment stand in any way of her learning. She's often seen writing creative stories in her spare time, which are amazingly descriptive and reflect her love of family, adventure, and her home country of Denmark. Tilda's also a talented artist. She takes care to think through every piece of work while using her talent of drawing to express her thoughts and feelings. The teachers and staff at Abbots Creek are proud of Tilda and all that she has accomplished. Will the family and school supporters of Tilda please stand to congratulate her? Iris Clausen, 5th grade, class of 2025, Cary Elementary. Iris represents everything that parents and teachers hope for in a student. She is pleasant and can always be counted on to do the right thing. She is a student who cares about her learning and works to make sure that she understands skills and completes assignments to the very best of her ability. Iris never shies away from a challenge and will persist at a task until it is completed. She shows true leadership in the classroom and is respected by her peers. She can be counted on to participate and add to all class discussions. She's caring, will offer help to others who struggle. Her love for learning, her compassion for others, and her drive to succeed and reach her goals are just a few of the reasons that Iris is our Spotlight student. Will the family and school supporters of Iris please stand to congratulate her? Riley Bingham, 5th grade, class of 2025, Douglas Elementary. If you were to meet Riley without knowing anything about her, you would never know the challenges she has faced in her 11 years of life. Living with Hurler syndrome has caused a variety of physical and academic difficulties for Riley, but she never uses that as a crutch. Riley loves school. She loves to read, explore science, and is an active participant in the school's chorus. Instead of dwelling on hardships, she chooses to exude positivity in all that she does. She is rarely seen without a smile on her face and is truly an inspiration to teachers and students alike. Will the family and school supporters of Riley please stand and congratulate her? Kwame Singleton, 5th grade, class of 2025, Forestville Road Elementary. Over the past 6 years, Kwame has continued to grow and overcome obstacles that may have been in his way. He is learning from choices that he has made and realizes how they have molded him into who he is today. By building relationships, he's put his guard down and recognizes how he can contribute positively to the community. A life is not important except in the impact that it has on others' lives. A Jackie Robinson quote. Even though Kwame is leaving Forestville Road Elementary, he has surely left his mark, and no one will be able to forget him, including me. Will the family and school supporters of Kwame please stand to congratulate him? Evan Cohen, 5th grade, class of 2025, Fuquay-Varina Elementary. Evan is shy. Evan Cohen is a 5th grader at Fuquay-Varina Elementary School and is recognized by staff and his peers for being kind, fair, considerate, and responsible. He recognizes the value in structure, rules, and having high expectations for himself and others. He arrives at school with a smile on his face and a friendly greeting for all of those around him. Staying focused, turning in assignments, and following directions is of utmost importance to Evan, and he encourages other students to do the same. Not only does Evan work up to his true personal best on a daily basis, but he also strives for academic success as well. Will the family and school supporters of Evan please stand and congratulate him? Murgant Shastri, 5th grade, class of 2025, Highcroft Drive Elementary. Highcroft is thrilled to present Murgant with our Spotlight on Student Award for the 2017-18 school year. He is a 5th grader who has attended Highcroft since kindergarten. He has autism and actually began school as a nonverbal student. I can attest that it has changed. He has come such a long way since then. Murgant is a friend to all who know him and has captured the hearts of his teachers and his classmates. His positive, friendly, and persevering attitude make him a favorite to all whom he meets. Congratulations, Murgant. Will the family and school supporters please stand? Brenna Gribben, 5th grade, class of 2025, Holly Ridge Elementary. Most teachers feel pleased when students do some of what we ask. We're thrilled when students do most of what we ask. And then there's the great white whale, someone who actually does all of what you ask. And without question, and with a smile on her face each and every day, that is Brenna. She's the kind of young lady that you're lucky to have in your classroom, the kind you wish would actually repeat the grade so that you could have her again. She has a true drive to succeed. It's not good enough for her just to get something done. She wants to understand it and make sure that she knows what to do going forward every single time. Then, as hard as she works in the classroom, determined on each assignment to do her best, she works even harder to be a better person. She takes advice to heart. She thinks about the feelings of others. She's always there to lend a hand or help out. And when someone needs a partner, she invites them into her group. When someone's new or needs help to complete something, she's the first to volunteer. It's the kind of character that our world could use more of. Will the family and school supporters of Brenna please stand and congratulate her? Mom, you may want to check her report card to make sure they promote her. Jordan Henderson, 5th grade, class of 2025, Hunter Elementary. Jordan sets an amazing example in both citizenship and scholarship. She possesses outstanding leadership skills and has blossomed this year in taking on roles that require her to communicate and lead. She consistently goes above and beyond to help in the classroom. In Science Olympiad, she works daily during lunch to enhance and perfect her team's bottle rockets. She asks probing questions of team members to help them think about all perspectives of a situation. She's a valuable team member who can take the lead and guide her team to accomplish activities. Jordan routinely advocates for herself. She's never shy to ask questions if she needs help or to improve her understanding. Jordan loves to read and shares her books in class often. Her skills are not limited to academics. She achieves greatness in the music and in arts. Jordan plays trumpet in the band. She works hard, always wanting to improve, and is a leader in the ensemble with her music and with her attitude. Jordan is an outstanding role model for others, and she is a superstar student at Hunter Magnet Elementary School. Will the family and school supporters of Jordan please stand and congratulate her? Kennedy Murphy, 5th grade, class of 2025, Jones Dairy Elementary School. We are incredibly honored to nominate Kennedy as Jones Dairy Spotlight on Students winner. Kennedy strives for excellence, is an exceptional role model, and a proud member of Jones Dairy Dance Club, Chorale, and Safety Patrol. She has a beautiful and kind demeanor and is adored by all. We appreciate her incredible work ethic, her zest for life, her compassion, and her gentle smile. We are extremely proud of her accomplishments in Jones Dairy and know that she will continue to overcome any obstacles, achieve all success, and make her dreams a daily reality. Will the family and school supporters of Kennedy please stand and congratulate her? Jalen Gaudette, 5th grade, class of 2025, Lake Myra Elementary. When given the task for choosing a student to represent our 5th grade team, the team did not even hesitate to name Jalen Gaudette. Jalen is a true definition of an all-around superstar student. He's dedicated to learning and will push past challenging tasks without even a moment's hesitation. He has a genuine enthusiasm for learning, and it shows in everything he does. His work ethic is absolutely stellar, and he will self-reflect whenever he makes a mistake on his work. Jalen is also a great collaborator and will step in to help his fellow castmates without even being prompted to do so. He's an excellent example of what a true citizen and leader is. We're so honored that he's representing his class, his grade level, and his school. Way to go, Jalen. Will the family and school supporters still please stand to congratulate him? V. Wynn, 5th grade, class of 2025, Leesville Road Elementary. When V moved to the United States at age 5, she spoke no English. However, her determination and perseverance empowered her to maintain a positive approach to overcoming what could have been a very difficult transition and cultural shift. Very quickly, V was able to show an academic and artistic aptitude that would become recognized and celebrated throughout her entire elementary journey. In addition to an outstanding performance in all academic content areas, V has been our back-to-back school spelling bee champion and highly contributive member of our undefeated Battle of the Books team in 2016 through 2018. While V's academic resume is absolutely awe-inspiring, what has really struck us even more and has really led us to nominate her for this award is her kind heart, her desire to help those around her be successful, and her humble manner. V organically exhibits the qualities of a Leesville Road Elementary School pride on a daily basis and has been an authentic role model to peers, teachers, and the entire school community. Will the family and school supporters of V please stand to congratulate her? Zoe Goldstein, 5th grade, class of 2025, Northridge Elementary. The teachers and staff at Northridge could not think of a student who loves school and learning more than Zoe Goldstein. She is a leader who always works to share her knowledge, yet grow her understanding of the topics. Zoe has many friends, and the other students look to her for help and guidance. Outside of school, Zoe participates in both sports and theater and uses the skills that she's learned in these areas to make her a better student. She sets high expectations for herself and always strives to surpass those expectations. We couldn't imagine a better student to spotlight, and Zoe tells me that she's ready for the school board. Will the family and school supporters of Zoe please stand to congratulate her? Ezekiel Kala, 5th grade, class of 2025, Northwoods Elementary. The 5th grade team at Northwoods highlights Ezekiel. He arrived during the first quarter of 5th grade and only knew a few common English phrases. However, that did not deter him from jumping right in and becoming a part of the 5th grade family. Since that time, he has worked to master vocabulary, academic language, and conversational. Through the development of his vocabulary, he's been able to communicate, collaborate, critically think, and create effectively on a daily basis in all of his subject areas. Out of over 100 students, Ezekiel was the only student to submit a social studies project in multiple languages, Dutch, French, and English. He's a natural leader, determined to achieve success, and always focused on hard work and perseverance. Will the family and school supporters of Ezekiel please stand and congratulate him? Jaya Curitan, 5th grade, class of 2025, Oakview Elementary. Jaya is best represented by the proverb, good things come in small packages. Her incredible smile and outstanding character have a sizable impact on the Oakview community. She is respectful, compassionate, perceptive, and dependable. Her outstanding citizenship is most recognizable in her perseverance. Being intuitive, kind, and compassionate come naturally for Jaya, but some academic concepts didn't come as easy for this determined little bundle of infectious joy and energy. However, she comes to school each day prepared and eager to learn, putting in 100% effort without even appearing defeated. Jaya remains diligent and humble. She congratulates and encourages her peers on their successes and continues to press on. Jaya is an inspiration. She's the type of student who silently encourages you to be a better educator and find new and innovative ways to motivate your students. She deserves to be recognized for her outstanding academic perseverance and her exemplary attitude towards learning. Will the family and school supporters of Jaya please stand and congratulate her? Mary Troutman, 5th grade, class of 2025, Olive Chapel Elementary. It is with great pride that the staff at Olive Chapel would like to recognize Mary Troutman for this year's Spotlight Award. Mary has had some personal challenges over her years during elementary school. In spite of the obstacles, Mary works hard, participates in safety patrol, and works to be a leader in her community. At the beginning of this school year, Mary made it a mission to collect school supplies for an elementary school in need. She collected over 100 backpacks and 8 tubs of supplies for the school to start their school year. In addition, she advocated for them again in the winter. She wanted to provide the school with health care items such as Kleenex, Clorox wipes, hand sanitizer, and soaps, along with a basket of goodies for the teachers. Her philanthropy doesn't end there. As she celebrated her birthday with her classmates, she asked everyone to donate pet supplies to the Peak Lab Rescue in lieu of birthday gifts. Mary is also active in Girl Scouts and donated cookies to the Cary Fire Department. Mary's mission is to be active in her community and to provide for those in need and show her appreciation and support for those who serve us. Her accomplishments in this short time make us excited to see what she will do in her future. Will the family and school supporters of Mary please stand and congratulate her? Fatma Mohammed Ahmed, 5th grade, class of 2025, Pleasant Grove Elementary. Pleasant Grove is pleased to recognize our 5th grade student, Fatma Mohammed Ahmed, as our Spotlight student for this year. Fatma displays spectacular qualities such as kindness, generosity, and mindfulness on a daily basis. She respects differences in others, no matter what the circumstances. School staff recognize that she demonstrates leadership in the classroom and is able to lend a helping hand when others may need support. She has a love for learning that is demonstrated daily, which strengthens the learning process for her and for others. We believe that she is an exemplary student, and we are honored to have her as a Pleasant Grove Flyer. Will the family and school supporters of Fatna please stand to congratulate her? Ms. Mills will be joining me in the presentation for our next student, Emily Lopez Hernandez, 5th grade, class of 2025, Poe Elementary. The shining star representing Poe Elementary is Emily Lopez Hernandez. Emily is a pleasant, conscientious student. She is self-confident and has excellent manners. Emily assumes responsibility well, excels in all academic areas, and is well liked by her peers. From the first day of class, Emily impressed her teachers with her ability to be articulate about difficult concepts and texts, her sensitivity to the nuances within literature, and her passions for reading, writing, and creative expression, both inside and outside of the classroom. Emily's parents describe her as hardworking, caring of others, and an all-around wonderful daughter. Will Ms. Mills come forward?
Emily López Hernández, 5º grado, clase del 2025, Escuela Primaria Poe. La estrella brillante que representa a la Escuela Primaria Poe es Emily López Hernández. Emily es una estudiante agradable y concienzuda. Ella es segura de sí misma y tiene excelentes modales. Emily asume bien sus responsabilidades, sobresale en todas las áreas académicas y es muy querida por sus compañeros. Desde el primer día de clase, Emily causó una muy buena impresión en sus maestros por su capacidad para articular conceptos y textos difíciles, su sensibilidad sobre los matices propios de la literatura y su pasión por la lectura, la escritura y la expresión creativa, tanto dentro como fuera del aula. Los padres de Emily la describen como trabajadora, considerada con los demás y como una hija maravillosa. Felicitaciones a Emily y a su familia.
Will the family and school supporters of Emily please stand and congratulate her? Christian Gill, 5th grade, class of 2025, Powell Elementary. Christian is a 5th grader at Powell and has been part of the Powell family since kindergarten. He has a very outgoing personality and is always full of energy. He's dealt with some challenges in his life, both inside and outside of the school building. However, he has continually worked at improving his skills. Teachers report that he is a math whiz and has shown much improvement in all areas of language arts and reading. His teachers also report that he now takes responsibility for his learning and even volunteers to help others understand certain concepts by giving them examples that he feels will help them out. He's become a team player and genuinely cares for his peers and for mankind in general. He believes in fair play and tries to see both sides in a conflict. He has shown so much growth and maturity in his willingness to discuss situations and to accept responsibilities for mistakes. He's even reached the point where he can agree to disagree with someone without losing his temper. When he reaches the point of frustration, whether academically or behaviorally, he doesn't shut down. Instead, he uses coping skills. Christian is a bright light at Powell Elementary, and he will go far in life while he continues to persevere and grow in the same ways he has here at Powell. Our school family will miss him tremendously as he is moving on to middle school next year. Will the family and school supporters of Christian please stand to congratulate him? Brandon Rodriguez, 5th grade, class of 2025, Sanford Creek Elementary. The Sanford Creek staff feels that Brandon is an exemplary student in every way. Brandon is a role model. Frequently, when a new concept is introduced, he approaches the task with a growth mindset. For example, when studying fractions involving all 4 operations, Brandon did not grasp the concept immediately, but rather than giving up, he sought help. He chose to work in small groups with the teacher and sought out support during his free time. This attitude rubbed off on his classmates. Many of his peers now willingly give up their free time to continue to work on a difficult concept. During dismissal or at the bus stop, Brandon frequently can be found helping others complete their homework and encouraging his peers to persevere, even when the work gets tough. When Sanford Creek staff were informed that Brandon was nominated for the Spotlight on Student Award, the words that they used to describe him were diligent, focused, caring, and respectful. Will the family and school supporters of Brandon please stand to congratulate him? Ariane Thaliwa, 5th grade, class of 2025, Smith Elementary. Ariane is a bright and energetic 5th grader here at Smith. He's a voracious reader with a vast vocabulary. Ariane enjoys conversations that allow him to think critically and share knowledge with others. He's an independent student who takes the initiative to ascertain information that will further advance his education. As a math student, he's a creative problem solver, and he utilizes relevant strategies or techniques to showcase his proficiencies. After returning from a recent trip to India, he shared his experience with his classmates through a journal of his adventure, thus demonstrating that he embodies the characteristics of our IB World School. Will the family and school supporters of Ariane please stand to congratulate him? Ashley Sanchez Chavez, 3rd grade, class of 2027, Sycamore Creek Elementary. Ashley embodies all aspects of hardworking, respectful, kind, and involved student. She's able to identify and overcome any academic challenges she encounters by carefully looking over work and consistently reaching out for help after trying to problem solve on her own. On several occasions and unprompted, Ashley has redone assignments after receiving teacher feedback to show that she now has a new understanding of the topic. This has been especially evident in reading response completing in class. She's an advocate for herself and for others around her. Wanting her younger brother to learn English, she would come home and orally teach her brother the English words that she was learning in school. As he got older, she began to teach him to read and helped him to be a stronger reader in his kindergarten classroom. She stands up for others, showing that doing the right thing isn't always the easiest. Her older cousin was being bullied on their afternoon bus. Ashley made it her priority to sit and defend her cousin and also reported it to an adult for assistance. She's a fantastic child. Sycamore Creek is a better place with her walking as a student in our hallways. Will the family and school supporters of Ashley please stand and congratulate her? Kara McCullum, 5th grade, class of 2025, Turner Creek Elementary. Kira's a person you can always count on to do her best. She puts all of her effort into her assignments as well as the welfare of her classmates. She's consistently seen helping others and offering encouragement to her peers who may need support or who are just having a bad day. Recently, her class completed a project where they took on the role of a pioneer during the westward expansion of the United States. Kira's representation was simply magical. It was as if we had stepped back in time because she had fully taken on the role of a pioneer woman, leaving behind her life for the hope of what could come in the future. Outside of school, Kira spends a lot of time raising awareness for ovarian cancer. She and her mother have a booth at the Southern Women's Show at the Raleigh Fairgrounds each spring to educate others on the warning signs, to raise money for the cause, and promote the 5K in the fall. This is a cause that is close to Kira's heart, as her mother has been in remission for years now. Kira inspires her classmates and teachers on a daily basis to rise to the challenge of growth, and for that we are so proud of her. Will the family and school supporters of Kira please stand and congratulate her? Shreya Ganapathy, 5th grade, class of 2025, Vance Elementary. Shreya is an outstanding 5th grader at Vance. Her calm and intuitive personality has an effect on all around her. She's a deep thinker, which is evident in both her classwork and in her collaborative conversations, thinking through all the possibilities before she shares a response. She chooses her words carefully in class and in her relationships with others. One of our school expectations is for all to practice empathy. Shreya exceeds this expectation with her peers and school staff. She's a kind listener and expresses understanding in her responses. She is fully dedicated to her learning, both emotionally and academically, making her the perfect candidate for this Spotlight Award. Will the family and school supporters of Shreya please stand and congratulate her? Adalberto Tapia, 5th grade, class of 2025, Vandora Springs Elementary. When thinking of the term model student, Adalberto will be at the top of the list. As a student, he excels in all academic areas. His curiosity, motivation, and enthusiasm help him develop his skills as a learner in the classroom. He is the first to jump up and ask, "Do you need help?" and always with a big smile. He volunteers to help everyone in need, whether they are a student who needs help with a task or an adult who needs an extra hand carrying something. He serves as a media center helper and serves on our recycling team at Vandora Springs. He does not take his duties lightly. If anyone is absent, he steps up and does so, and if he is grateful for the extra opportunity to help. His optimism towards life is unmatched. As teachers, we have witnessed his love for life and learning in all aspects of his elementary education years. We look forward to seeing him thrive as a student in his education, as his education and his career continues. And he's got his eye on the attorney's seat here on the edge. Will the family and school supporters of Adalberto please stand to congratulate him? Vice Chair Martin and members of the board, this completes this edition of our Spotlight on Student Awards.
Students, we are so proud of each and every one of you. I will tell you that this is one up here is one of the best seats in the house, because not only do we get to see you students in the screens, but we get to watch all your friends and family. And the smiles out there are really important to us as well. A few not so dry eyes are important to us as well, because we know what you all, the support structure, do to help make this happen. So thank you, as well as congratulations to all you students. So I'm a professor at NC State. Go Wolfpack. And let me tell you that I look forward to having a lot of you in my class someday. I teach chemistry, so some people like chemistry, some people don't. We got some good chemists here. Very good. I love to hear several of you who combined art and academics, because sometimes people think of science as just, one side of your brain and art as the other side of your brain, but I can tell you, as a professor and a researcher, you want to use all sides of your brain. So keep that art and academics together. Don't let anybody tell you you should only take AP chemistry classes. Make sure you take the art class as well, so keep that together. I heard such great traits from each of you, which makes the kind of student that I love to teach. I love to teach students who want to learn. I don't care if you start with some things that you don't know. Guess what? There's things that all of us don't know. For one of you, we heard that you make the teachers better teachers. And you know what? Students who ask questions make us as teachers better teachers. So keep asking those questions, because you're going to make us better teachers. What I heard from all of you was the idea of persistence and growth. That's what makes learning work, and that's what makes our community work, because not everything works right the first time. But we got to keep trying. We've got to keep being persistent, and we learn, and we grow, and we change. I also heard from a lot of you a spirit of generosity and a care for the community. There's an awful lot going around us these days where we sort of polarize this group and that group, and we've forgotten that the core value of a democracy is we the people. We've got to bring that back. We need that generosity. We need that caring for the community, and each of you has shown many of those attributes. Thank you, and keep it up. Kira, we heard that you were a pioneer. A pioneer is a wonderful metaphor for as you continue your academic life and all of your life. None of us know what adventures are out in front of us. None of us know what the end of our journey is going to be. But as a pioneer, we're always on a journey. Pioneers never arrive. They're always on a journey. So keep that idea of being a pioneer, Kira. And finally, Zoe, you're ready for the school board? Well, it's kind of a crazy job. We can all tell you that. But let me tell you what. You know how to get a hold of each of us because our email addresses are on the website. So when you've got ideas of things that a school board can do to help make school better, you make sure you contact each and every one of us because you got a couple years before you can actually be on the school board, but you sure can help us be better school board members. So with that, thank you again. We'll congratulate everybody again, then we'll take a brief break. Feel free to take whatever pictures you want to. If you want to take pictures with the great logo, please feel free to do that. And then as you exit, we'll ask you to exit to my left, your right, because we'll have another group coming in from the other side. So again, thank you very much, and congratulations to each of you students. Good evening and welcome all. This is a wonderful opportunity to recognize the hard work of all of you students. We're so glad you're here. Excuse me. Chair Johnston Hostler is traveling, and so she's not able to chair the meeting tonight, so as your vice chair, will be chairing the meeting tonight. Also, Dr. Burns is not able to be here tonight, so Deputy Superintendent Kathy Moore will be recognizing your students. So with that, Ms. Crystal Reardon will read some great things about each of you students and help recognize your wonderful achievements, and then we'll have some other congratulations and words from the board. So with Ms. Reardon.
Excellent. Great. Good evening, Vice Chair Martin, members of the school board, and Deputy Moore. I am pleased this evening to present to you these shining examples of our Peer Spotlight on Student Awards. I'll be calling each student forward and reading the amazing things that their school family has shared about them. And I'll ask you to hold your applause until I've finished reading, and then I'll invite the family and school supporters to stand, and at that time you'll know it's time for the applause. I do have a few students for whom I'll be inviting forward Ms. Angela Mills. Ms. Mills is an interpreter for the Wake County Public School System, and I'll let you know ahead of time if I'm going to invite her to assist in the reading about our students. So with that, we'll get started. Jadavia McNeil, 5th grade, class of 2025, Balcom Elementary. Jadavia is an absolute delight to have on our team. She's a productive learner who is committed to her education. She will tackle any and every learning experience with a quiet resilience and fierce dedication. She will not give up. One of her most admirable traits that her teachers recognize and appreciate is the fact that she's not only an independent worker and thinker, but she is a great role model for her peers. She's supportive and generous with her knowledge and always willing to share and collaborate with others. She's kind with her words and gentle with her collaborative effort, which makes her a great learner and a tremendous learning partner. Will the family and school supporters of Jadavia please stand and congratulate her? John Luis Gracia Arroyo, 5th grade, class of 2025, Hortons Creek Elementary, and Ms. Mills will be assisting me with this presentation. Donald McGannon's quote, "Leadership is an action, not a position," best describes Jean Louis. He exemplifies humility, kindness, citizenship, and integrity. He serves on safety patrol and reads with younger students in the morning. He always walks excitedly into the classroom, chatting amicably with his friends and offering his teacher help before playing his morning choice games. Jean-Louis offers support to other students by asking questions to ensure that they understand learning tasks and directions. His kindness is evident to all around him as he always takes the time to care for other students both in his class and around the school. Ms. Mills?
Jean Luis Gracia Arroyo, 5º grado, clase del 2025, Escuela Primaria Hortons. La frase de Donald McGannon, "El liderazgo es una acción, no un puesto", describe mejor a Jean Luis Gracia. Él ejemplifica la humildad, la amabilidad, la ciudadanía y la integridad. Jean Luis colabora en la patrulla de seguridad y lee con estudiantes más jóvenes por la mañana. Siempre camina con entusiasmo al salón de clases, conversando amistosamente con sus amigos y ofreciendo ayuda a su maestro antes de participar en los juegos de la mañana. Jean-Louis a menudo apoya a otros estudiantes haciendo preguntas para asegurarse de que entienden las tareas y las indicaciones de aprendizaje. Su amabilidad es evidente para todos los que lo rodean, ya que siempre se toma el tiempo para cuidar a otros estudiantes tanto en su clase como en la escuela. Felicidades a Jean-Louis y a su familia.
Will the family and school supporters please stand to congratulate Jean-Louis? Nyla Connor, 4th grade, class of 2026, Timber Drive Elementary. Timber Drive is proud to recognize Nyla Connor as our Spotlight student. Since she started at Timber Drive, she's faced significant challenge to her health, and she has met each challenge with a determination and an I-can-do-anything attitude that has resulted in tremendous academic and social growth. She's an inspiration to our entire learning community, each day coming to school with a smile on her face and an excitement to learn. She is admired, respected, and loved by her teachers and peers alike. Nyla is our Spotlight student because she sets the standard for overcoming difficulties through positivity and consistent hard work. Will the family and school supporters of Nyla please stand and congratulate her? Callie Jo Richards, 5th grade, class of 2025, Wendell Elementary. Callie Jo serves as safety patrol and is our student council president. She is a kind-hearted person who consistently goes out of her way to help peers and include those who may normally sit or work alone. Callie Jo is a hard worker and sets a great example for her classmates, both academically and behaviorally. She loves to learn and can always be counted on to make the right choice, even under difficult circumstances. Callie Jo embodies what it means to soar at Wendell Creative Arts and Science Magnet Elementary. Will the family and school supporters of Callie Jo please stand to congratulate her? Kate Killow, 5th grade, class of 2025, Willow Springs Elementary. Kate exemplifies all of the character traits that we try to instill in our students. She excels academically, but most importantly, she tries her best in every subject to improve and learn something new. She doesn't hesitate to lend a helping hand to anyone who needs it, and she encourages those around her to do the same. She is a kind, loving, generous, and beautiful person. Kate recently organized a group of 5th grade girls to make their own gifts to sell at a local fundraiser to help hurricane victims in Florida. She helped make the crafts, secure a booth, and select a charity that would give 100% of the proceeds to the victims. As soon as this amazing project was complete, she began researching for her next volunteer project. Kate truly makes this world a better place, and Willow Springs is so thankful to have the opportunity to shine a spotlight on her. Will the family and school supporters of Kate please stand and congratulate her? Aya Talili, 5th grade, class of 2025, York Elementary. The school staff at York has nominated Aya for Spotlight on Student for multiple reasons. She arrived in the United States a year and a half ago from Tunisia and was not yet fluent in English. Since her arrival, she has worked hard learning the English language with help from her family and teachers. She's gained immense confidence in her ability to communicate with others. She is a hard worker and a friend to all. She is responsible with her safety patrol duties, watching out for younger students at school, and is a wonderful role model to others. She's a participating member in multiple before and after school clubs, such as the Yes Running Club, the Battle of the Books team, and the York Elementary Chorus that recently performed downtown during the choral celebration at the Mamandi Center for the Performing Arts. She doesn't think of life as having limitations, but rather having the drive to work hard, study hard, and play hard. We're so proud of her accomplishments and can't wait to see what she will accomplish next as she continues on in her educational and life pursuits. Will the family and school supporters of Aya please stand to congratulate her? Rahul Sachdev, 7th grade, class of 2023, Carnage Middle. Through hard work, perseverance, dedication, and commitment, 7th grader Rahul has overcome many obstacles and challenges in his young life. He excels in all of his classes. However, math, science, and vocabulary are his favorite subjects. He's an exceptional math student. He's also the 2017-18 Wake County Public School System District Spelling Bee champion and will represent both Carnage and Wake County in the Scripps National Spelling Bee. He's a member of our school's Math Counts team, which placed first in the Carolina chapter and second in the state. He's also a member of our state-winning Science Olympiad team. I'm tired. Rahul is a talented tennis player and is ranked number 1 in his age division in North Carolina and number 13 in the nation. He's a hard-working, highly motivated 7th grade student who excels both academically and in sports. The staff at Carnegie are proud to introduce to you our spotlight on student Rahul. Will the family and school supporters please stand and congratulate him? Brenda Quijada Lopez, 8th grade, class of 2022, Davis Drive Middle School. Ms. Mills will also be assisting me with this presentation. Davis Drive is proud to announce Brenda as our 2018 Spotlight Student Award recipient. She arrived as a newcomer to our school from Venezuela in August. She spoke very little English, but from the first day her teachers met her, they could see that she was extremely determined to achieve success at whatever she set out to do. Even in challenging or frustrating situations, she has persevered, advocated for herself, and made all of the appropriate inquiries to ensure her success. She remains focused on her goals, never indulges a negative mindset, and never makes excuses. She pushes herself to do her very best every single day. She's made honor roll, received outstanding teacher feedback, and has gained proficiency in English. Brenda is a model student and a wonderful person. She has a positive, engaging attitude, humble and kind spirit, and a tenacious work ethic. She truly captures the heart of each person she encounters and embodies the Davis Drive Middle School motto, effort drives excellence every day. We're so proud of her accomplishments and wish her continued success in her future. Ms. Mills?
Brenda Quijada López, octavo grado, clase del 2022, Escuela Intermedia Davis Drive. La Escuela Intermedia Davis Drive se enorgullece en anunciar a Brenda Quijada López como la receptora del Premio Spotlight 2018 para los estudiantes estelares. Brenda se inició en nuestra escuela como recién llegada desde Venezuela en agosto. Hablaba muy poco inglés, pero desde el primer día que sus maestros la conocieron, pudieron ver que estaba extremadamente decidida a lograr el éxito en todo lo que se proponía. Incluso en situaciones desafiantes y frustrantes, Brenda ha perseverado, ha abogado por ella misma y ha realizado todas las investigaciones adecuadas para garantizar su éxito. Brenda permanece enfocada en sus metas, nunca adopta una mentalidad negativa y nunca pone excusas. Ella se esfuerza por hacerlo mejor todos los días. Brenda se ganó un lugar en la lista de honor, recibió comentarios sobresalientes de los maestros y ha logrado competencia en el inglés. Brenda es una estudiante modelo y una persona maravillosa. Ella tiene una actitud positiva e interesante, un espíritu humilde y amable y una ética de trabajo tenaz. Ella realmente captura el corazón de cada persona que encuentra y encarna el lema de la Escuela Intermedia Davis Drive. El esfuerzo impulsa la excelencia todos los días. Estamos muy orgullosos de sus logros y le deseamos éxito continuo en el futuro. Felicidades para Brenda y su familia.
Will family and school supporters please stand to congratulate Brenda? Kristen Knight, 8th grade, class of 2022, East Millbrook Middle School. Since her arrival at East Millbrook, Kristen has consistently displayed high achievement in all of her courses. She has a love of learning and desire to excel that's evident in every subject. She understands her own strengths and weaknesses and seeks help whenever needed. She makes excellent choices as a learner and pushes herself towards realistic goals. She's helpful to other students, but instead of just offering answers, she questions her peers and leads them to critically think about correct answers. Kristen is a valuable asset to the Academy at East Millbrook as a member of the symphonic band, playing the saxophone. She was a member of the school basketball team, serving as captain. During practice and games, she led the team by example with enthusiasm and pride. She was one of the top scorers and defensive players. She encouraged the girls to work hard in the classroom as well as on the court. Kristen is always willing to help others, and her gentle and kind spirit brighten the hallway each day. She's courteous and respectful to both students and adults. The teachers are proud to have her as part of our school community. Will the family and school supporters of Kristen please stand and congratulate her? Madison Robinson, 8th grade, class of 2022, Holly Ridge Middle School. Madison is an exemplary student who encompasses kindness, compassion, politeness, and a strong work ethic. She's been a leader in inclusion at our school throughout this year, helping to coordinate new clubs that unite students. Madison helped organize the Holly Ridge Middle School R-Word initiative, where students pledged to eliminate the derogatory use of the R word and promote the acceptance and inclusion of people with intellectual disabilities. Madison will be attending Wake STEM Early College High School in the fall and is simply the epitome of the best that Holly Ridge Middle School has to offer. Will the family and school supporters of Madison please stand and congratulate her? Tyler Coffey, 8th grade, class of 2022, Mills Park Middle School. Tyler is an exceptional young man whose work ethic and love of learning make him an ideal recipient. In his leadership, however, that makes him truly stand out among his peers. He is a team captain, student council president, and an outstanding student, one who only needs direction once. He's disciplined to do what is hard and charismatic enough to help others do the same. He's the type of person that others will rally behind, not because of his talk, but because of his actions. He accepts challenges as opportunities to get better and is able to see the big picture, all with that smile on his face. Will the family and school supporters of Tyler please stand and congratulate him? Chanel Diaz Calderon, 8th grade, class of 2022, Moore Square Middle School. Ms. Mills will also be assisting with this presentation. Chanel is a bright, hardworking young lady who is conscientious about completing her assignments. She's always exceeding our ROAR expectations and is an uplifting friend and role model. Chanel is a respectful student who avoids conflict while never having a negative thing to say. She's an honor roll student on National Junior Honor Society who will attend Wake Early College of Health and Sciences since she plans to pursue a health career and wants to get a head start on her higher education. Chanel has a positive outlook and a shining personality, so we look forward to awesome things in her future. Ms. Mills?
Chanel Díaz Calderón, 8º grado, clase del 2022, Escuela Intermedia Moore Square. Chanel Díaz Calderón es una joven brillante y trabajadora que completa sus tareas a conciencia y muy detalladamente. Ella siempre está superando las expectativas de ROAR y es una amiga alentadora y un modelo a seguir. Chanel es una estudiante respetuosa que evita el conflicto sin tener nada negativo que decir. Ella es una estudiante de honor en la Sociedad Nacional de Honor Junior que asistirá a la escuela secundaria Wake Early College of Health and Science, ya que planea seguir una carrera en el campo de la salud y desea tomar ventaja de la educación superior. Chanel tiene una actitud positiva y una personalidad brillante, así que esperamos con anticipación cosas increíbles en su futuro. Felicidades a Chanel y a su familia.
Family and school supporters, please stand and congratulate Chanel. Sandra Gonzalez Peral, 8th grade, class of 2022, North Garner Middle School. Ms. Mills will also be assisting with this presentation. Sandra is a champion of education, civil rights, and equal opportunity. She is a strong and fearless leader and is fast growing into a well-informed and active citizen, setting a fine example for her peers and others who come in contact with her. This young lady is of the highest integrity and has a huge heart. Sandra has excelled at school in both academics and in her extracurricular activities. She's always willing to work hard and go the extra mile, knowing what it takes to be successful. She's a great example of how students should apply themselves both inside and outside of the classroom in order to be outstanding students and members of our society. Ms. Mills?
Sandra González Parral, 8º grado, clase del 2022, Escuela Intermedia North Garner. Sandra González Parral es una defensora de la educación, los derechos civiles y la igualdad de oportunidades. Es una líder fuerte e intrépida y está creciendo rápidamente hasta convertirse en una ciudadana bien informada y activa. Es un buen ejemplo para sus compañeros y otras personas que entran en contacto con ella. Esta joven es de la más alta integridad y tiene un gran corazón. Sandra se ha destacado en la escuela tanto en actividades académicas como extracurriculares. Ella siempre está dispuesta a trabajar duro y hacer un esfuerzo adicional, sabiendo lo que se necesita para tener éxito. Sandra es un gran ejemplo de cómo los estudiantes deben dedicarse tanto dentro como fuera del aula para ser estudiantes sobresalientes y miembros de la sociedad. Felicitaciones a Sandra y a su familia.
Will the family and school supporters please stand to congratulate Sandra? Olivia Matello, 7th grade, class of 2023, Wakefield Middle School. Wakefield is pleased to present one of our outstanding students, Olivia. She is an exemplary student in all respects. She is a great contributor when working with her peers. It has been a privilege to see her take on leadership roles and show tremendous determination. Olivia has also shown a willingness to be challenged beyond just what's taught in the classroom. She chooses to complete many extended assignments with an effort that far exceeds that of her peers. Olivia is well equipped to grow from obstacles that she's presented with through her amazing work ethic. Her patience, communication skills, and strong mind prepare her beautifully for her successful future. Will the family and school supporters of Olivia please stand and congratulate her? Ayana Coates, 6th grade, class of 2024, Westlake Middle School. Ayana is the captain of the newly organized Westlake Middle School STEP team and is in charge of creating the routines, teaching the team, and making sure that everyone attends for practices. She believes that it is important to involve all of the members and make sure that they're a part of creating the STEP formations. In the classroom, she admits that science isn't easy for her, but she loves math and works hard and perseveres in every class. Outside of school, she's a part of a recreation track team where she competes in the 100-yard dash and the high jump. At home, she works with her sister on her dance routines, sings in church, and competes in other STEP competitions. Her favorite part of school is learning, seeing friends, and the STEP team. Ayana is an excellent student and sets the example both in and out of the classroom. Will the family and school supporters of Ayana please stand and congratulate her? Connor Graffam, 8th grade, class of 2022, West Millbrook Middle School. The first word that comes to mind when thinking of Connor is kind. Connor always has a smile for his classmates and his teachers. He's always willing to help without being asked to do so. He wants to be successful, and he's willing to put in the work to achieve that success. Over the last 2 years, he has shown great growth academically and is being an advocate for himself as a learner. Connor's also made the most of his middle school experiences by participating in 3 sports. He plays football, basketball, and runs track. He is a coach's dream, someone who's willing to put in the effort to work and improve. One coach described him as the definition of a teammate. During our school's annual March Madness student-faculty basketball game, Connor's heart and compassion were put on full display. One of his teammates for the night, a student with autism, was in need of a jersey in order to enter the game. Connor quickly volunteered to share his jersey for the young man to wear and assisted him in putting it on correctly. The snapshot of kindness is the perfect example of what we see from Connor on a regular basis. All of Connor's teachers, coaches, administrators, and counselors consider themselves fortunate to know this fine young man, and we're excited to see what the future has in store. West Millbrook is proud to present Connor as our Spotlight student. Will the family and school supporters of Connor please stand and congratulate him? Isabella Guzman Estrella, 8th grade, class of 2022, Zebulon Middle School. Isabella is a very intelligent young lady who always has an amazingly positive attitude. She comes to school each day with an eagerness to learn. As a result, she is an exceptional student academically and one who displays great integrity. Isabella has an excellent rapport with her peers as well as with her teachers. She's always willing to lend a helping hand to support others. Her teachers and peers can agree that she is a model student who always is a positive example for those around her. She's very ambitious and strives to be successful in all endeavors placed before her. Will the family and school supporters of Isabella please stand and congratulate her? Gabriel Enoch, 12th grade, class of 2018, Apex High School. The staff of Apex High School is honored to recognize Gabe, class of 2018. Gabe has endured 11 collapsed lungs since March of 2017. Each time he was hospitalized, he reached out to his teachers, his counselor, and his assistant principal to ensure his makeup work and to ensure his absences were documented and excused. Upon return to school, Gabe worked diligently to complete makeup work and to communicate with his teachers. Furthermore, he has maintained 2 jobs and recently purchased his first car. After taking a semester off to work and save some money, Gabe will attend North Carolina Central University, where he will study to become a nutritionist. Will the family and school supporters of this amazing young man please stand to congratulate him? Madeline Wilson, 10th grade, class of 2020, Apex Friendship High School. To say that anyone would not be impressed, uplifted, and thoroughly inspired by the story of Madeline Wilson is an understatement. Madeline is an accomplished student and a stellar volleyball athlete who was looking forward to a great sophomore year, despite what was first thought to be a nagging respiratory infection and a fever. Imagine the moment when the final diagnosis lands on stage 4, type B, Hodgkin's lymphoma. From the moment that diagnosis in early October, Madeline fought back with the purest example of grit and perseverance. Her supernova of energy was felt by individuals close to her and those who did not know her as well. Madeline kept current in 2 honors courses while also spearheading the Mad Love for Mad fundraising effort. Through the sale of T-shirts, wristbands, and other gifts, over $23,000 was raised for the Duke Children's Hospital Cancer Center and the Valvano Day Hospital. Madeline's all-out warrior mentality rewarded her as she was deemed cancer-free in January. We call that a butt kicking. She's back at school, and we all cannot wait to see her on the volleyball court in the fall. Like the words of Jim Valvano, you know that Madeline spends each day with laughter, thought, and emotions that might move her to tears, but you will not find a finer example of the human spirit conquering and overcoming even the most difficult of odds. Will the family and school supporters of Madeline please stand and congratulate her? Destiny Banks, 11th grade, class of 2019, Enloe High School. Our student selected to receive the Spotlight Award is Destiny Banks, a junior at Enloe Magnet High School. Destiny has medical circumstances that challenge her participation in school, and yet she has overcome these to distinguish herself academically. She demonstrated her social engagement in a policy speech that she presented about Medicaid access for all. Her compassion was obvious but not overstated. Destiny was able to take a very emotional issue and render an eloquently logical argument. Her presence in the classroom signals modest and alert engagement. When addressing the class, teachers feel as if they are sharing a dialogue because Destiny has cultivated active listening, a rare and wonderful characteristic for a young person. Her writing expresses original reflections that illustrate how she has internalized the skill and topic for argument or narrative response. Her voice is consistent, determined, and expressive. Destiny exemplifies a strong student overcoming personal obstacles with both grace and determination. determination. Will the family and school supporters of Destiny please stand to congratulate her? Jonathan Dibble, 12th grade, class of 2018, Garner Magnet High School. Garner recognizes Jonathan Dibble for the Spotlight Award. In 2009, at the age of 8, Jonathan experienced a stroke that left him with physical and cognitive impairments. Despite this, he's overcome so much and has become one of the top students in his senior class. Jonathan's quiet determination has been an inspiration to his teachers and peers, and Jonathan credits his continual motivation to his parents, David and Cynthia Dibble. Following graduation, Jonathan will attend North Carolina State University and study life sciences. His advice to any student in a similar situation is to just persevere. Will the family and school supporters of Jonathan please stand to congratulate him? Will Booker, 12th grade, class of 2018, Holly Springs High School. Since October of 2016, Will has had to put a new normal into place. Although it has been only a little over a year since his motorcycle accident, he has overcome some very huge obstacles, one that most people can't even imagine. Just like any other senior at Holly Springs High School, he goes to lunch with his friends, attends prom, plays video games, loves fast cars, and is planning for college. Will did not see his accident as a setback. He approached it head on as a new challenge in his life, and he never looked back. Will does not shy away from taking some of the most difficult classes offered at Holly Springs. He's obtained his driver's license, and he plans on studying computer science. He has earned his way into admission at the prestigious University of North Carolina at Chapel Hill, where he will begin his college adventure in the fall of 2018. Will's tenacity, determination, and humor has worked its way into the hearts of our faculty, students, and administration of Holly Springs. If there is one thing that Will has taught all of us, it's to live by the famous quote by Ronald Reagan: "Never let the things you can't do stop you from doing what you can." Will the family and school supporters of Will please stand to congratulate him? Alexis Fox, 11th grade, class of 2019, North Wake College and Career Academy. Alexis is North Wake's Spotlight Award winner. Alexis transferred to North Wake from Wakefield this year. She is a founding Griffin. She has been an amazing student and an amazing student leader at North Wake. She's taking honors level and advanced placement courses, as well as taking classes at Wake Tech. She's participated in leadership roles in a number of areas at North Wake. She is president of the Beta Club. She is a member of student government. She's a member of Science Olympiad, the dance team, and National Honor Society. She's also been a junior ambassador. The ambassadors do presentations for families interested in coming to North Wake, visiting schools, and doing tours. She comes from a military family and has moved often. Alexis has also been active in community service. She's done volunteer service at the Raleigh Mission Store, Southlight Healthcare Center, the Stop the Hunger campaign, and the Raleigh Christmas Parade. She has not slept since 3rd grade. Alexis has been at 10 different schools in her life. Although she says this has been challenging, it has shown her that she is resilient, determined, self-reliable, and disciplined. We are so proud of Alexis Fox, our Spotlight Award winner. Will the family and school supporters of Alexis please stand and congratulate her? Darius Bethea, 12th grade, class of 2018, Wakefield High School. About 3 years ago, Darius experienced the loss of his mother. As with any child, losing a parent proved to be very difficult for Darius, and his grades took a toll. When he returned to school to begin his junior year in the fall of 2017, he was committed to maximizing his success and sought assistance from his administrator as a means for support and motivation. As a result of this hard work, Darius earned a 3.0 during the first semester. He's described by his administrator as being one of the most polite, kind, and considering young adults that she's ever met. Darius's kind heart, determination, and tenacity are inspiring to the students, faculty, and staff here at Wakefield High School. He understands that to achieve anything, you must first believe in yourself, have a vision, and work hard. We are all so proud of him, and we know that his mother shares in this pride. Will the family and school supporters of Darius please stand to congratulate him? Vice Chair Martin and members of the board, this concludes this emotional and inspiring edition of our Spotlight on Students.
Join me with congratulating all these students one more time. On behalf of my fellow board members, I'd like to extend to each of you students amazing congratulations. You all have overcome, you have demonstrated tenacity and perseverance. These are skills that are going to serve you very well in life, as they have done already. We get a special seat up here because not only do we get to see your faces on the monitors, but we get to watch all your friends and family. And let me just say there's a few eyes that are not completely dry out there because not only do you inspire us, but you inspire all of your friends and family. And friends and family, thank you, because you're wrapping your support around each of these kids is what allows them to succeed, and they inspire us as we support them. So thank you, and keep that up. So I'm a professor. So I'm in the classroom all the time, and I will tell you that I hope to see some of you all in my classroom, because and lots of teachers want to see this because, we don't just like to work with smart students. The students I like to work with are the students who persevere, who want to work. You don't need to know everything to start with. In fact, sometimes we've let education be too much about the answer. But education is about the question. I love the line from a couple of you where you challenged your friends to question and to critically think. As a professor and as a researcher, asking questions is the most important thing that I do because we don't know everything. And if we don't ask questions, how do we ever move on and move forward, discover new things? So keep asking those questions. You're asking the questions inspired other people in your classes, which I loved. I loved the idea to be charismatic enough to help others to engage. Right? That's what we need to do. By asking questions in a charismatic way, we're going to be disciplined to do the hard work and to learn. So keep up that work, keep up that challenge. I heard from a lot of you about growth. That's also incredibly important as you finish your career in Wake County Public Schools and several of you move on to college and life. If we never stop growing, we stagnate. So keep up that idea of growth. You inspire us all, but we need to inspire you as well. Keep on growing. You're never finished. Keep it up, keeping on. I loved also hearing from how many of you have engaged with your fellow classmates and into the community. Developing strong citizenship, caring about civil rights. Citizenship and engaging in our community is one of the most important things for all of us to do right now. I'm a firm believer in democracy, but one of the most important things about democracy is it starts with we, the people. There's too much going on these days which separate these people from these people with these opinions from those opinions. That's not going to move us forward. We've got to start with we the people, and many of you are doing that right now. Keep it up because that's what's going to make our world a better place. So again, thank you, congratulations, keep on keeping on. I look forward to seeing what you all do as you make all of our future. Thank you. We're going to congratulate you one more time, and then parents and friends, please feel free to take photographs. If you want to use the medallion here in the back, it's a great background for some photographs. And then after you take your photographs, you can exit either out the door, my left, your right, or the entrance that you came in. We have a little bit of business that we'll have to take care of after that, so we'll give you a good chance to take pictures, and then we've got to take care of just a little bit of business. But with that, congratulations again to all students, all family and friends. Thank you.
Monica or Christine, can you go ahead and give us say
test.
something so we can hear you?
Pardon?
Go ahead and say. I want to make sure you're on the house sound. Go ahead.
Yeah. It's Monica.
Do you all hear that?
It's Christine.
Okay. The mic's on and we're ready to go.
Okay, we will reconvene with our single action item, as noted, having to do with the change in the academic calendar, and Mr. David Nieder will be presenting.
Thank you. Good evening, Vice Chair Martin, members of the board, and Deputy Superintendent Moore. As you are aware, thousands of educators from across the state are scheduled to gather in Raleigh next Wednesday, May 16th, to attend a rally about improving teacher working conditions and classroom opportunities for students. At this time, over 2,000 Wake County Public School System teachers have requested time away from the classroom on the 16th, and we anticipate additional requests coming in between now and then. As a result, staff is unable to ensure adequate classroom instruction and student supervision across the district, and we are requesting the board take action to change the 2018-19 instructional calendar to make May 16th an optional teacher workday. No makeup school day will be required. We are working with district leadership and school principals to accommodate high school exams. Both AP and IB exams are scheduled on that date, and we are reviewing and close to making decisions how we can accommodate student feeding services at 36 schools as well that would be available to all students. We anticipate the final details will be pushed out before the end of this week. At this point, I ask the board's consideration of approval of the change to the instructional calendar.
Do I hear a motion?
So moved.
We have a motion and a second?
And a second.
We have a motion and a second. Any discussion? Bill?
I think this is a prudent thing for us to do. Safety is our number one issue. Having 2,000 empty classrooms or 1,500 empty classrooms with 500 subs is not what we would want to have on any day. So I think this is the prudent thing for us to do, and I wish them well while they're not with us.
I will just add a special thanks to the leadership team who really did a yeoman's job to put together, I think, a very effective strategy to make sure that testing takes place, because, you know, even though I'm not a big fan of AP tests, they take place once, and if you're a student, you know, you need that to be able to happen. IB likewise. And I've actually heard some statement that there will be some advantage because the schools will be quiet for testing, because that will be the activity going on. Also, thanks for putting together the effort to deal with food, to try to, you know, address bus drivers and many of our other staff. This is a complex decision. Sometimes the community has said, just, you know, make a quick decision. But in an organization as large and complex as Wake County Public Schools, there's a lot of moving parts, and you all in the leadership team, I think, did an outstanding job to try to make this as constructive and productive as possible. And I do hope that we have a lot of constructive conversations with our legislators, bringing attention to the needs in our schools, because our students are our future. And if we don't invest, we don't get the returns that we otherwise could. So thank you again. All right, with no further discussion, and I'm going to turn the microphone on so Christine and Monica can vote.
Aye.
All those in favor, please signify by saying aye.
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 Any opposed, same sign. The motion passes. Thank you very much.
Thank you.
With that, that concludes the business for this evening. Do I hear a motion to adjourn?
Move we adjourn.
Second.
We have a motion and a second. All those in favor, please signify by saying aye. Any opposed, same sign. Board meeting is adjourned. Thank you very much.
Thanks, Monica. Thanks, Christine.
Thank you.